Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my June update for the Bedeca Panning Project Pan. Whoa baby, is my filming schedule and everything basically in life just in disarray. I feel completely disorganized. I'm so behind on my filming. I feel like I've been behind on my filming since like October of last year and keep saying I'm gonna catch up, but then like never really catch up. I'm like burnt. It's like 105 degrees out. We're just a wreck. But today I am bringing you, hopefully just 2 days late, my Deca Panning Project Pan update. This was a project that was created by one of my favorites here on YouTube, Emily McKennis, who will be linked in the description box down below, as well as all of the other information pertaining to this project. I have had so much fun doing this project. It is a roulette game style project. There's a game board. I highly recommend going to check out Emily's introduction if this is your first time catching a Deca Panning Project Pan video or update, and then I will leave my introduction link down below as well in case you want to follow along. But the only tweak I've made to mine is that if I don't roll anything else, if I don't have my goal on any product and wouldn't technically be rolling a new product in, regardless of whether or not I'd be rolling something in, I roll at least one thing in every single update. I do have a rollout this update, so we won't be adding any additional products. That is unless we draw the card to add another product, which did happen to me last update. But if you guys are interested in seeing my progress on my products, stay tuned for see if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And other than that, let's get into this update. If you can't tell, it's also been like a week and a half since I've filmed. I feel just like so out of it, but I'm super excited to be sitting down to film. I found my mama necklace this morning, which like also just put me in a great mood, and I'm hoping to get back on track with my filming schedule. Hopefully one day I will find time to answer comments as well. So I'm like not purposefully ignoring, but I just like literally feel like I have time for nothing, and I never ever find time to read my comments. But I appreciate you guys so much, because the rare occasion that I do, I just am always filled with so much joy and a smile every time, because you guys are always so kind to me in the comments. So I just wanted to throw that out there really quickly. Again, hoping to get back on track with filming, but I hate to make promises that I don't know if I can keep. My life is just very busy with work, etc. So on top of being behind in my filming, I feel like some days I'm just too tired to wake up and actually put makeup on. So I also feel like my progress isn't like the absolute best, but we're just gonna roll with it. Where is my lip gloss? Okay, so I'm just gonna go in order that these products were rolled in. So up first, I have my Bite Beauty French Press lip gloss. This is like the bane of my existence. I rolled this in for something a friend is panning, and Rebecca Morgan was panning this earlier this year. She has since finished her lip gloss, and here I am still with my lip gloss, still holding strong. I have not taken the stopper out yet. Sometimes if I let this sit, there is like a line of demarcation, so there is progress here. I also feel like this lip gloss, like, see if I swirl it around, you can like, there, you can see, like, I have put forth effort into this lip gloss. I don't think that this came with the most amount of product, but this weighed 30 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 29 grams last update, and it still weighs 29 grams. I swear I have been reaching for this, and I even topped a little extra on now. I feel like I probably have at least a solid 2 more months of consistent use, knowing myself and my progress so far on this year. Probably at least 4 more months before we're done with this, but we'll see. Next up, for the prompt to highlight a panner, I rolled in the Glossy Cloud Paint in the shade Beam. I rolled this in to highlight Kelly Gooch, who is someone who really inspired and motivated me to start project panning, and she was working on her Glossy Cloud Paint in Beam earlier this year in her Rolling Project 10 pan. I can't remember if she's still working on hers or not. Last update, I was right here. This is a product I've worked on in multiple projects. That's why there's so many markings on this. This weighed 10 grams when I rolled this in, 9 grams last update, still weighs 9 grams. I think I maybe reached for this 1 or 2 times. I don't feel like I can make a new line marking right now, so we're gonna keep chugging away. I gave myself a goal of getting down to here, although I think I'm just gonna work on this through the rest of the summer, and no matter where I'm at in August, or at the end of like my August update, so no matter where I'm at August 20th, I have decided I'm gonna roll this out because I just don't want to burn myself out, and I feel like this is not a shade I'll reach for, or not like the tones I'm going for past like August. It's a perfect summer shade, but that's what I've decided. Next up, for a glowy product, I don't know why I did this to myself, but I rolled in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I gave myself a goal of finishing this. Now when I rolled this in, I did still have the cap on this, and it weighed 133 grams when I rolled this in. It did weigh 125 grams last update, and it weighs 124 grams today. So the slightest amount of product. I have not yet used this, or maybe I have one time used this all over my face. I do really like to use this all over my face just to kind of, it does kind of like even out my skin tone in the summer months specifically. I do like to mix this sometimes with my Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy serum, and really like the finish, or like the way that looks. I don't feel like I remember doing that yet this year, so I need to get to it on that. I did give myself a goal of finishing this off. I don't know why I gave myself that goal. I do use this as a highlighter quite frequently, a liquid highlighter, but I feel like there's so much product and I'm using so little when I'm doing a liquid highlight that it's slow and steady. Who knows if slow and steady wins the race in this case. We shall see. Next up, the product that I will be rolling out is this eyeshadow palette. This is the What's Up Beauty Geodes eyeshadow palette, and I rolled this in for the prompt a gifted product. This was sent to me in PR, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this palette in any capacity 10 times, and I was at 7 of the 10 uses last update. I did reach for this an additional 3 times, putting me at the 10 total uses, and I will say I do really enjoy this palette. I really like the like special shades in this palette. I especially like this shade Citrine in the inner corner. It's not what's on my inner corner today. I have a shade from the Mermazing palette from Clarity Cosmetics in my inner corner today, but it would look pretty similar to this Citrine. Just such a beautiful like inner corner any time of year, but especially for the summer. I've been loving this, so I have a feeling I will continue to reach for this, especially just for that shade in the inner corner. But I have reached for this a total of 10 times, meaning we do get to roll this out today. Next up for the prompt, my largest category, I chose a blush because blush is my largest category. I have over 70 blushes. It's ridiculous, it's absurd. So I gave myself a goal of reaching for, or of finishing off my Charlotte Tilbury Peachgasm blush. This is so incredibly messy. Shoot, this is so messy, and I need to remark this, which I didn't do, and I think I have a bad air bubble in this. I'm telling you, it's just, we're so close to being done with this. Like, I'm so freaking close, I can tell. I'm gonna remark this. Okay, I remarked it right here because pressed all the way down without the air bubble, it does go down to about right here. This is about where it was when we rolled it in. That mark has kind of worn away. When I rolled this in, let me reference my notes, this weighed 14 grams. It weighed 14 grams last update. It does weigh 13 grams today. So we have made some progress. I have been really diligently trying to use this because I thought I was gonna finish this product last year. Like, I swear, there's a lot of air when you first start using this, so you feel like you're gonna finish this product really quickly, but then all of a sudden it's like the never-ending product. I have really enjoyed this product, and I used to think I would repurchase this, so I've been on like a roller coaster of emotions and a roller coaster of a ride with this product. When I first purchased it, I was going on about how I didn't think this was worth the money. I was putting it into like worst product videos, products I didn't think were worth the money, and then a shift happened, and suddenly this was like my favorite blush of all time. I do still really enjoy this blush and would recommend it to just about anybody if you like the shade. I just feel like I have such a large blush collection. I don't see myself going out to purchase this when I finish it. And honestly, I'll just be so excited to finish it because that will be such an accomplished goal for me. That is the goal. I'm hoping by the next update this will be done, but honestly, I just don't know. I could maybe end up just using this as a body highlight to try and like get extra use out of it. That could be a way that I end up using this up, hopefully by the next update, just so I can start to work my way through more of like my liquid blush collection as well. Next up, I have my Smashbox Cali Contour Kit. I rolled in the category Something a Friend is Panning Again, and for this I selected a product that Emily, the creator of this project, was working on, and she is currently working on this contour shade right here. I believe it's in her whole collection project pan, so I decided to work on this as well, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 20 total times. I had reached for it 5 of those 20 times as of last update, and I did only reach for this an additional 2 times, putting me only at 7 out of those 20 uses, meaning I have to reach for this an additional 13 times. I don't think I'll hit my goal by next update. I would love to, but I just do not contour all that frequently, especially in the summertime. But I think 2 months time for sure I could have this done. I did hit pan in this earlier this year, in this pan. I think it was earlier this year or end of last year, but I do have a pan in this palette. I do love this palette, and I honestly have been reaching into this palette for this blush shade quite a bit as well. So it's just been good to be giving myself some motivation to reach for this, but I do still have 13 uses left with this. This weighed 177 grams at the introduction, 176 grams last update, and still weighs 176 grams today. And then last update, I rolled in 2 new products. So for an influencer collab or an influencer product, I rolled in the Auric Beauty Smoke Reflect in the shade Defiance, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this product 10 total times, but I had to reach for the cream part of this eyeshadow product, or of this product I should say, at least 5 of those 10 times, and I have reached for this a total of 2 times. One of those times I used both the cream shadow as well as the lid topper shade, and then one of the times I just reached into the lid topper shade. So I do still have 8 total uses left, 4 of those needing to use the cream shadow in this. I just don't reach for products like this all that frequently, but I love Samantha Ravindal and really wanted to support her brand. So I'm using this project and this prompt as an extra boost of motivation just to reach for this, but I wasn't super successful in doing that last update. Hoping maybe I can get like 3 to 5 uses between now and the next update. I don't think I'll get to 8 uses. I mean, it would be nice if I could have a bunch of rollouts next update, but I'm just not 100% confident in myself. And then the final category that I rolled in last update was a liquid product, or the final prompt was a liquid product, and I decided to roll in my Tarte C HydroFlex Serum Foundation. Mine's super messy. I have reached for this a few times since rolling this in. It weighed 46 grams last update and does weigh 45 grams today. I do need to remark this, but I like honestly have no idea, just because it's like opaque packaging, even held up to like 2 lights. I just cannot figure out where I think this product is. Maybe like right here is where I'll mark it if I were to like estimate, but I don't know. I did give myself a goal of reaching or of finishing this off. This is a product I wouldn't repurchase. It is more of a summer shade for me, and I just want to finish this up before the summer's end. I would say I maybe reached for this 5 or 6 times, but most of the time I was mixing with another foundation and just didn't get good use out of this. So hopefully next month I'll have more to report here, but not a ton of progress with this. So I do get to roll out my What's Up Beauty palette, meaning that we need to draw 1 more card from my deck. I have not shuffled this at all, so I'm going to shuffle it right here with you. Hopefully you can hear that, because I feel like if I try and shuffle in the air, things are just going to go everywhere. But I'll shuffle this a few times. I will only be selecting 1 card. I thought about selecting more than 1 card, but I'm like, you know what? I already roll stuff in all the time, even if I don't have something to roll out. And then last update, I got the prompt to roll in an extra product or add a product. So I'm like, 8 is probably enough for right now. Plus, I just am struggling to make a ton of progress in my projects. So, all right, so we're gonna grab 1 card, and we get the Jack of Spades. I'm fearful this is add another product. Hold on. Oh, it's not, okay. So I just pulled the game board up. I'll pop it up on the screen for you guys to follow along as well. So the Jack of Spades means I need to select or pull up a random color generator and then choose a product that correlates to whatever color randomly generates. So let's do random color generator, okay. And I'm just gonna click in. What happens? Okay, I'm gonna generate, so it pulled this up, but I'm gonna hit generate. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, on the screen it looked like a periwinkle purple, and then I turned it towards myself and it says pearl mousse gray, and I'll take a screenshot of it. It's literally like a slate gray, which is like super boring in my opinion. Ooh, but I think I know what I'm gonna pick. I will be right back. Okay, this isn't like an absolute shade for shade match, but it's pretty close. I've decided to roll in my ABH Sultry palette because this is a palette that I just absolutely love and want to get as much use out of as I possibly can. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell or not tell. So I'm choosing to work on the shade Slate, which is a gray. This says Pearl Mousse Gray. So you know what? It's close enough. Close enough. Even when I said, like I said, this reminds me of like a slate gray color. And my goal with this is just going to be to reach for this shade 5 total times. I would be surprised if I've used this slate color 5 total times in the entire lifetime of owning this palette. I've reached for this palette a ton throughout the course of its life with me, but I just do not reach for the slate gray shade. And I want to reach into this palette just in general more for the rest of the year, so why not toss this palette in and in the meantime work on a shade that I never really reach for. So I'm just gonna give myself a goal of reaching for that shade 5 times. Hopefully I can reach that goal by the next update. I'm honestly not confident in that. We'll see. I do feel like with effort I could hit my goal on this. Let's recap. I could hit my goal on this. I do feel like with a little bit of effort, especially if I use this as a body highlight, I could potentially finish up the Charlotte Tilbury Peachgasm. Do I feel like that's really it? I mean, I would love it if I could finish my Bite Beauty. I'm nervous. Ooh, I'm gonna have to choose like one thing to for sure finish. I'm gonna have to hit my 5 uses on this because I'm like, otherwise I don't know what I'm gonna be rolling out, and then we're just gonna have a ton of extra products in this project. Okay, time to wrap this video up. That is going to wrap it up for today's update. Those are all of my updates. That's all my progress in this project. Where is my mind going? I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you've recently finished up anything, if you are participating in this project, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, or just in your life. You're following along, you're participating. Let me know if you've recently finished up any products. Cheer me on, all the things. As always, thank you guys so much for your support. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.